Peace, love, and about our hair grease, y'all. Shout out Gemini returning once again for a super amazing video. I do want to just take the time to apologize for my absence, okay? I had a lot going on with readings, work, and I just recently took a trip to Vegas. And now I'm like just trying to get settled back in, and I really don't like the fact that me being gone for too long. Now I did try to force, a video maybe a couple weeks ago prior to me going to Vegas, and it didn't work out at all. But my trip to Vegas really inspired me to do this video and then just actually get grounded and actually put in the effort to do what I came here to do, okay? So I do want to talk about really quick, not too long, I do want to just talk about and stress the point of trusting the universe or your spirit guides, especially as a light worker, a god, a star seed, whoever you think you are, okay? So really this kind of solidified for me when I went to Vegas, okay? So when I first arrived in Vegas, everything was good, everything was cool, until I found out that my airline lost my bag. So like the first maybe 10 hours of my trip to Vegas was just me stressing out about me getting my bag, you know what I'm saying? So and it was very important to me because I had some herbs in there I was going to use for a prosperity ritual, and I'm just like, shit, like I need those herbs. Like I actually put in the effort to bless them and get them to where I need to be. So yeah, when the carousel didn't deliver my bag, I started to send my freak out. I thought maybe somebody took it. So I went to, baggage claim, or kind of, where you go to report your baggage lost or whatever. And I'm just freaking out, okay? And then I meet a lady there who was another light worker. I think she knew that she had abilities, but she didn't step into it yet, you know what I'm saying? And I have the type of energy that I attract other beings or other people who are on my frequency. That's important too. I'm going to talk about that too later. But that was very important. So I end up just, in the back of my mind, I knew everything was going to be okay? But the conscious mind, like I said, is the player hater, okay? So it's going to tell you things that's going to freak you the fuck out. That's going to make you doubt yourself, doubt your abilities. Like, oh my God, somebody stole your bag. Oh my God, your Vegas trip is ruined. You might as well go home. All that stuff, okay? So I meet this lady, okay? She's a Virgo. I tend to attract a lot of Virgos, and Virgos are known for being healers, being of service to others, things of that nature, okay? So I was talking to her, and I just really loved her energy, okay? And I expressed to her what my herbs were, and she asked me to express my practices. I was a little reluctant because it's kind of hard telling people what I do. Like, hey, I'm a bruja, I practice, magic, I practice the occult. Okay, but, I decided just to tell her straight up because, I am who I am, and I didn't want to, I'm coming into my power, so if you ask, I'm going to tell you, okay? So, she wasn't freaked out about it. She was fascinated about it. She was like, yeah, my friend, she does something similar to that. My friend does natal chart readings. I'm like, oh, okay, I do natal chart readings too. So we kind of had this connection. And then I was just telling her about my concerns about my bag, and it's like she just channeled and gave me a message that I needed. She was just like, don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, use this things like this happen all the time. She was really just reassuring me that I'm still gonna have a great time, that I will receive good news on my trip, which I actually did. And she was just very calming to me. It's something about, I think I like Virgos a lot because I'm a Gemini, so I'm like all over the place. But Virgos, even though Virgos rule by Mercury too, Virgos tend to ground me, because Virgo's earth sign, just with materialism. So Virgos tend to ground me. So she was like an anchor, like kind of grounding me, because I was just, like I said, freaking out. Like I had 10 million scenarios going on in my head at the time, okay? So, and I gave her a hug, and it's just the energy that I felt for her was just so much love, and I really appreciate that because being the type of person that I am, a light worker, an occultist, a goddess, I am that I am. I don't know what to put on, I am that I am, you know what I'm saying? So being that which I am, it's kind of hard for me to express myself and to go into the world because 90% of the people on the planet are zombies, you know what I'm saying? They're asleep. They think that their normal everyday lives, what they do is normal. They think CNN is normal. They think vaccinations are normal. They think paper money is normal. They think just shit that's seems normal is normal. Okay, so it was very comforting to I finally meet somebody who I can actually speak to on a soul level. And I really think I needed that because every time I go on trips, I get kind of in it's like my soul kind of goes away. So it's like I'm completely stuck in my physical vessel, not actually my spirit's not operating. It's like, I don't know, it's a hard feeling. So I noticed when I go on trips, even when I was back in Detroit, I met this lady, and it's like she brought me back, you know what I'm saying? It's like she put her hand in my heart chakra and just pulled me forward. And the same thing with the girl in Vegas, you know, at baggage claim. She did the same thing. And it's just really comforting to know that I attract that type of energy to me, because sometimes I need that. You know I'm very strong, I'm very self-reliant spiritually. I'm this very powerful being. I can transmute energy within myself as well as others. But sometimes, you know, I can't do it by myself sometimes. Sometimes I need a reminder, hey, everything's gonna be okay. So, long story short, I went to a pool party, got drunk, came back to my room with my friends. I woke up to an email from the airline saying, hey, your bag has been delivered to your hotel. You know, check the front desk, blah, blah, blah. It was there. So everything worked out perfectly fine. By the way, okay, so the message that I ended up getting, the lady told me that I would get was one of my favorite YouTube channels that has really helped me so much on my journey was Masterly Foolish. Okay, they ended up reposting my video on their channel, and I got so excited. Like, it was very surreal to me because every day, even when I'm at work, you know what I'm saying, like I'm listening to occult lectures about spirituality, and when I start to doubt myself, or when I start to, you know, have issues with manifesting, I go to their channel. So that was the news that I ended up getting on the trip to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And I was just mind-blowing to me, like how accurate she was. Like, that really just made my whole trip for Vegas. Like, I really was turning up for real, because I'm just like, oh shit, like, you know, they were posting me. Like, I got really so excited. So that was the news that I had received, that she told me that I would get, and that was just crazy to me. Like, that was just so interesting how she kind of foresaw that. So more of the story, what I learned was, as a light worker, as a guy, whoever you want to call yourself, it's an affirmation that I always say: the universe is never ever going to leave you assed out. Okay, the universe is never going to leave you. The universe might throw a curveball at you for a minute, but the universe will never just completely forsake you, or just completely just say, okay, fuck you, figure it out. No. Okay, especially people like us. When I say us, if you're watching this video, you know who I'm talking about, so I don't even have to go into detail. But people like us, we are here a reason, you know, on this planet. Okay, so it's very vital that we walk, you know, with the confidence that no matter what happens, whether it's dealing with things financially, dealing with things emotionally, deal with minor inconveniences like I did with my bag, you know what I'm saying, that everything will work out. Okay, and that's what I noticed, that ever since I came into my awakening and actually remember who I am and why I came and walked this journey, life is just so much easier to me. So even when I do go through some type of hardship, it always works itself out, you know. And I think that's very valuable for us as light workers or guides to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're never going to be in a situation, in a detriment that completely destroys us. And if it does destroy us, you know what I'm saying, it's only to rebuild us back up. But when we get rebuilt back up, it's going to be how we felt before is going to be times 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Abundance, or whatever you have, or what was lost, is going to be returned times 1,000. Okay, so regardless of what you're going through, if you do this type of work, or who you are, it doesn't matter, because the universe got you. Your spirit guides got you. Okay, I talk to my spirit guides all the time. Okay, and how do you talk to your spirit guides? It's very simple. Just call on them. You know what I'm saying? I know who my spirit guides are. I think I have about 3 or 4. Okay, I don't want to get into detail who they are. haven't named them names yet, but if I need some assistance, or if I need some guidance, I just talk. I just talk like, yo, and I just talk to them regular. Like, yo, you know, I'm going through this, or I feel this way. I don't know why I feel this way. What is this trying to tell me? And then right after I do that, you know that they're there by the way that you feel, okay? Because it's energy. They're in another dimension. They're not in this plane. So they communicate via signs and symbols, okay? And through your emotions, okay? That's how your spirit guides communicate with you. So when you're doing this type of work, you have to really have the confidence, okay? And this is where this work comes in, being a light worker, and have the confidence to know your power, okay? Know that you came here for a reason, and you're not going to be, like I said, asked out and just tossed away and thrown in the garbage and then just living a whole life full of misery. It's not like that for us, you know what I'm saying? It's because we came here for a reason. We have a divine purpose to assist the planet and what it needs at this time for the purpose that we serve at this time. You know what I'm saying? We have been chosen, and the chosen ones will never be forsaken. And now, after that experience in Vegas, now I can walk confidently. Now, this does not mean, obviously, you know, make stupid fucking choices and expect the universe to, let's use common sense here. I'm assuming that everybody uses common sense, okay? At least if you're watching this video and on the same frequency, you should be using some common sense. But obviously, if you're just pissing away decisions, yeah, I mean, you kind of are going to get asked out. But if you're really just going through life, trying to do the best that you can, you know, staying righteous, doing things, just doing what your heart is telling you to do, just leading by your heart, then that's when, if any hardships or any difficulties come, the universe got you. Your spirit guides got you, okay? All you got to do is just talk, communicate. You know what I'm saying? Verbally, telepathically, they'll hear you. Trust me, they'll hear you. So that's really what I wanted to share. Just be confident in your journey, okay? Know that you are very, 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 very powerful, okay? But you can only claim your power. Like Brother Panic said, sometimes you're gonna have to fake it till you make it, okay? So sometimes, you know, I might not see how the fuck I'm gonna get out of the situation, but I fake it so much, you know what I'm saying? I have this confidence so much that to the point it works itself out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how, I don't know why, just things, because I have a mission, I have a purpose. So just things tend to work themselves out. So that's all I wanted to say, and that's what I wanted to share, guys, at this moment. I think I am going to do another video. I do want to just meditate a little bit, but I will leave all my contact information below. I do natal chart readings. I do tarot card readings and consultations. So if y'all are interested in that, or you know, you just want to have questions, leave any comments below, or just hit me through my email or my social media. With that being said, I love you all.